So you've always known that you meant to change consciousness on this planet. You meant to be the change maker. You meant to show up and be that light being that actually transformed this world. And you know you have a gift. You've been seeing some clients. You've been maybe doing healing or mentoring or whatever it is that you do, coaching of some sort, spiritual coaching, where you are influencing people. You're already creating that change, but you're noticing that there is pressure in what you're doing. Maybe you're wondering, like, how am I going to grow this? How can I get paid more? Maybe you're wondering, if you grow your business, will there be any room for you? I find that there are a lot of times people are in that place of they don't have enough clients yet to generate the type of income that they want. And yet they feel like, but if I grow, I will lose the space that I have right now for myself. And then I will just be working all the time. So it's kind of a split intention happens energetically here between I want to generate more income, I want to attract more abundance, I want to help the world and see more clients. And on this side, yeah, but if I do that, then there will be no room for me. And I don't know if you find yourself in that consciously, but I find that subconsciously, a lot of people have that friction. You know, when they think that fully consciously, yes, I want more, I want to generate more income and help the world and, express my gift and all that. And then it's not working and they're kind of bumping into, why is it not working? I'm doing everything right. Why is it not working? And a lot of times it's not working partially because you have a secondary intention behind the scenes that tells you that, you don't want to give up your personal space. So how do we resolve that issue? Partially, it's looking for the type of space you need and is it properly utilized? Like, every soul design is different. Every person makeup is different. Some people require a lot of space to process their emotions and then they can go into action. Other people require a very small amount of time for that, but they require space to just do nothing, just hang out in order to have their energy recalibrate. Other people require space for innovation because they naturally, constantly, creatively birthing something and they want room for that in their life. And they feel like if they always booked with clients, they would not have that space. So there are different needs that we have, but everybody requires space. So recognizing what kind of a need for space you have in the first place is important. After that, it's the business strategy that actually matches the type of need for space you have. So what I do is soul design and profit component within it. This is the wealth energetics of how this world works. So for the ones of you who don't know me, I'm Eugenia Oganova. I am a business strategist and I'm clairvoyant. I'm a mentor in marketing that has to do with the quantum creation, not just linear marketing. So I utilize this non-physical stuff and I kind of marry that to the practical structural pieces. And I do all of that in alignment with your soul design and your mission. What that means is that if you understand how you're built and what your actual needs are, you can build your business around you instead of following some cookie cutter strategy that tells you this is what you need to fit into. So instead of you kind of fitting into your business, you get to actually have your business rotate around your natural energetic needs. So if you're somebody that requires a lot of space in your business, that actually will be a component of your soul design. That's like made up. It's in there. It's a piece of it. And that means that whatever gift you brought in and its delivery to the potential clients is automatically going to include that space. So we pre-install components when we incarnate. If you incarnated with the need for space, and the gift that you want to bring to the world and serve through, and you want to generate abundance to utilize that profit potential within your soul design to capitalize on the gift that you brought so that your service is paid, well, that means that automatically there will be also space pre-installed. But that means you have to create a different business strategy that is uniquely tailored to you, instead of some cookie cutter strategy. This is the mistake I see so many coaches make, is that where they're at this place where they know they're good, they see their clients love them, they're getting results, it's starting to build up, and then they almost like sabotage it, they hit the wall. That wall might be when you're just having few clients, depending on your energy need and a fear of giving up space. Or it could be at six figures. You could be like 80,000 or 100,000 a year, and you can't seem to go past that because of this issue of lack of space, or the fear that you will lack space if you expand. So that is a subconscious component in the energetics that tends to happen a lot, and I see this at every level of business. I see that at people who are just starting and they may be generating like $1,000 a month doing their soul work, and they want to go further, but they're scared that, oh, then I'm gonna give up all this space. I see this at people who are at six figures and they can't seem to go beyond that because of that same issue, because now scaling your business requires different strategies and more of your presence, energy, and time investment. So that translates into, oh, no, because then I will not have space and room for me. And I also see this at people who are like at 500,000 and further up. Every time we go through a jump, like the quantum field creates a jump for us, so it's a quantum leap, we end up with this issue, the fear of losing personal space. And most people who are doing conscious spiritual work are not extroverts on steroids. So we all like our space. We all like to be able to retreat. We all like to have a communion with our guides and our non-physical friends and be able to find ourselves internally. Like I know for me, it's a very important component, because I always find that when I'm around people, I have certain tolerance for that within my design. And after a while, it starts to short circuit me. So I had to learn to step back, retreat, find myself, recalibrate, because I tune into people, and energetically being clairvoyant, I can lose myself. So I've learned to not lose myself by the installation of the moments of inner retreat into myself, so that I can find me and always have clear navigation. And this is what I teach my clients how to do as well. You might have different needs, but whatever your space needs are, they are meant to be incorporated into your business strategy. When they are not, that's where you're going to hit that subconscious wall. And this is where, depending on the person, some people push harder with their willpower and just try, everything and kind of go into this desperate grasping mode and shiny syndrome, when whatever they see, they try this strategy, this strategy, and this strategy, and then they kind of freak out why nothing is working. That's a more active electric type. Or the other side, somebody who's more magnetic might just say like, oh, that means I'm not good at this, or oh, that's not going to work out for me, or well, it just means I better stay where I am and not grow my business further because I just can't do it, or whatever, and kind of like give up, right? Like avoid doing. So you might be either the type that goes into the willpower and pushing, or into the avoidance. But both of those are side effects of the subconscious energetics telling you that you have a belief that if you expand, you will lose space for you. And that's a natural kind of a survival piece. Like every single human being on this planet requires personal space. If we don't have that inner energetical room for ourselves, which could look like going for a walk, or not taking clients before a certain amount of time in the morning and having morning for yourself, or only seeing certain number of clients per day, or not traveling to certain locations, or the other way around, traveling the world and working from your laptop, let's say, anywhere in the world. So whatever those components are of freedom for you, of space freedom is essential for our survival as species, for us to be able to be the change makers and the light beings that we're meant to be, and also for your wealth to flow in. This is the part that I think a lot of times got missed in our society, because we've been living in the age of survival by planning. So this is all step by step, rigid strategies. This is how you do it. This is how you're supposed to do it, and all the shoulds. And pretty much all the businesses on earth have been wrapped up in that structure for generations, for a really long time. So we are stepping out of that into the age of individuality, where your uniqueness and your personal space is actually really important. So having the time freedom is essential. Time freedom doesn't mean that you do nothing in your business. So at least I work with people who are doing the work through themselves. not automations where you like, put your business on autopilot and I know something sells somewhere. But when you actually show up and you're there with people and you engage and you deepen in and you yourself evolve through this and you see your clients evolve in front of you because of the work you're doing and personally delivering. So if you're that kind of a person and you're really passionate about helping your clients go to that next level of consciousness to transform something within them, and you do that through yourself, you automatically will be the type that requires space, because without that space, one, you cannot regenerate. Two, you cannot find yourself. You might, as an empath, get lost in other people, kind of like I was just saying about myself. Three, you will feel like you cannot innovate. So you will be stuck in rigid strategies that already exist or whatever maybe you've been doing, and not have enough room to think up of something new. This is the thing I hear so often when people kind of keep selling the same program or the same course or do the same type of work, and they internally feel like, I'm kind of dreading it, like I've outgrown it, I wish I could do something else, but they don't know how to step into that thing because there's not enough room to even strategize how to get there. So that's why personal space is important, and I'm here to tell you that that personal space is actually something that is pre-installed in your soul design. If you're meant to do the work at the higher level, the higher the level of your work in frequency, the more transformation you create on a planet, the more space you will require, because you're holding higher frequencies that are rare here. And that is natural piece that should be included in your business. So this is where I see a lot of the people kind of stuck with this idea that I have to follow specific strategy in order for my business to work. And it's either I sacrifice the strategy so that I don't generate income, I don't grow my business, or I sacrifice the personal space. So what I do with my clients is we figure out a strategy that is tailored to you. That way your business grows with you because you're naturally evolving and so is your business, and it includes personal space. For example, most of my clients who are generating $10,000 a month and more only work 1 or 2 days a week. So I just want you to understand that happens because soul design is utilized in the business strategy that they are applying. Their marketing is also aligned to their soul design, and what they are offering is fully aligned to who they are and what is their mission on earth. So because that is so perfectly tailored, they are able to have so much space for innovation, for personal transformation, for communing with their energy guides and a larger mission exploration, and for just recharge, of course, and for working with their clients and for bringing something new to the marketplace and presenting what they do to the world. So all of that is possible, and the wealth actually flows more when you're utilizing your soul design. So some people want to engage more and they feel lonely if they don't. Other people, kind of more introverts like myself, I'm a super introvert, so I work and then I withdraw. But because I work very strategically and I show up in the places that energetically are very aligned, they end up being kind of worth me showing up as if I showed up the entire week, even if I showed up only for half an hour somewhere. So that's what I teach my clients, like not how to like work less, because obviously if you have your own business and you want to serve, of course you want to do the work. So I'm not one of those coaches that's going to tell you just sit there and meditate and somehow magic happens. No, you got to do the work, you got to show up, you got to do your business. But when you run your business in alignment with your soul design profit potential, you end up creating a flow that is natural to you. It's tailor-made for your energetics. So now quantum field response and the wealth can flow into you. So you work as many or as little hours as you need to for your mission and your soul design, and your profit potential, the potential becomes reality. So you're converting it, you're collapsing the quantum potential into reality for yourself. So if everything I'm saying right now, you're going like, oh my God, this is exactly what I was missing. Like I'm at this place where maybe you're just starting and you want to go to the next level. I have a program for that. Maybe you're at the place where you're close to 6 figures or right after, and you're kind of hitting the ceiling there and you want to scale, but you don't want to like overwhelm yourself and go into anxiety and pressure. I know how to work with that. And I also have clients who are way further up. So depending on which stage of business, you would need different type of support. So I would love to talk with you and help you do that so that you can show up in your life, in your business, generate income and a good income doing what you love, and really serve at the highest possible level. Not just kind of like doing whatever you're doing and then feel exhausted from doing it, but do it at the level where there's room for innovation, there's room for creativity. I get to really play and engage with my clients and go really deep, and the wealth is coming in. I'm getting paid well. So if this is you, the link is in description. Let's connect. We'll set up a conversation. I will ask you some questions about your business so I can see sort of where you are. I am clairvoyant, so I tend to look at the energetics as well, and I see where is your profit potential. I'll give you some advice. And if we're a fit to work together, if I have something that I can help you with, I will show you how I can do that. So perhaps we will end up working together so that you can actually do this mission thing of yours to deliver your gift and get paid well for doing it, and not feel like you're trapped, not feel like there's not enough room for you. Because the higher the level of your work, the more room you require. So the link is in description. Let's connect and let's see how we can get you right on that path of personal space and the wealth inflow while you're serving at the highest level in your business.